Just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Ground. This is Saquon Barkley. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Jackson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Ravens.
Now Saquon Barkley. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Is good. Makes the score Ravens 7, Titans nothing. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Now Jackson. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is caught inside the 15. And in 2 plays just like that, they're already operating in the red zone.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. As the Ravens push further out in front. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Ravens 14, Titans nothing. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. It's complete to Brown, right side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it. Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly. Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
That's another Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 6.
They'll run with Henry. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him. To throw on 2nd and 6. Tannehill. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
Tannehill's pass.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run. It's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. And he pushed it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Pettis on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
13 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. Oh, that was dangerous.
Jackson
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
A 3-yard.
These two teams, of course, the Titans and Ravens, met in the postseason a year ago. And really, along with the Titans win the previous week in Foxborough, it was one of the shockers of the postseason. The Titans a 6th seed on the road. The Ravens, they were the top seed, riding a 12-game win streak and coming off the first-round bye. But that game was all Tennessee. They led 28-6 at one point, ultimately winning 28-12 and sending them on to the AFC title game in Kansas City.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Baltimore.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles around the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This is Barkley. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll only get a couple here, and that'll bring up 4th down, and they'll have time to talk things over as we have reached the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow, and this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
They'll roll him out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he goes out right around the 39. It's not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 50, it's Tannehill. On the crossing route, complete. That's Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. Tannehill on 1st down. Got a man, it's Humphries. Touchdown, Tennessee. Adam Humphries there to make the grab. And the Titans are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. Throwing again is Tannehill. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. He's got a man, complete. The 20, 10, 5, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. 78 yards. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
To the goal line. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
4th down and goal at the 2-yard line.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On second down now, it's Henry, and very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He'll look downfield for Humphreys. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Again, it's Barkley. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Barkley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that takes us from second to third down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's got Lockett. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Out of the gun, Tannehill. It's complete, middle of the field to Humphreys. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
That's good.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Credit the tackle for loss to Harold Landry. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll go to Barkley again.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
A gain of 4.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He had to run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Saquon Barkley. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 15-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will have a Ravens 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Flush to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Read it well, and it's picked. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Eluding the pressure right. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on fourth down? They'll go for it, escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Patrick Queen. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
A first down carry for Barkley. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
At the Titans' 23-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. One last throw here for Tannehill. Man open, that's Chester Rogers. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs, because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt, because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Nashville, good night, everybody.